Yo, yo, yo. So I did a little respecking yesterday, I think. Yes, I did. Right after the stream. So now the values that don't need to be above 10, like resolve and dex at 10. And as I was saying on stream, I'm gonna go to the White Forge and upgrade this. Because I think fan walkers are just better because of the -3 seconds duration. And I didn't feel like I needed extra prone defense, because of course yesterday I got this, so we have +20 to most things anyway, but especially for prone I'm an island, coastal armor, I mean, so I have the towering physique, prone and stunned. So yeah, I didn't really feel like my old armor was that good, and because we don't have perception in the armor anymore but might, now I was able to take this hat, which I think is a lot better than the plain +3 might helmet for sure, but I didn't know where else to get might, and while it's not that important for the damage, wait a second, item type. There you go. Well, it's not that important for the damage, the might. It's like, yeah, 1 damage. A little more in combat because of the soul whip. But still, for the fortitude, it was pretty important. Also right now I don't have the anti-dragon thing, the psychic backlash. I decided to wait for the last dragon fight and respec for it. And instead, now I have both Bear's fortitude and body control. So yeah. My defenses should be pretty good now in combat. This is 170 just by using Broad Instinct. Then we could get another +10 from this. And of course food. Salty mask bonuses, all that stuff. Yeah. So that's that.
As you wish.
Also, I did lose 2 damage reduction because of this, but because I have the Cloak of Comfort, which is +3 to all physical damage reduction, shouldn't be too bad. And also we have the second chance now, which might sometimes actually do something. Often when I die to having too low HP, but sometimes it is because of endurance, so we'll see. Oh yeah, and I was in the mines, I just realized, so let's go back there. Never gone over here. I don't think there's anything too interesting.
You seek Hamel?
How could I miss
But there might always be like Durgan ingots. Blazes. Excuse me. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Sometimes you have a little bug that corpses and loot doesn't appear. Sometimes you have another little bug that it looks like there is still loot, but actually there isn't. And if you reload, everything is fixed. Okay, should be there now. So not having psychic backlash in here might be a problem, but hopefully not. They have a lot of will attacks, but our defense is very high, so I hope that will just suffice. I'll get this first before these guys die, so we get a little bit extra time on the... Oh, this guy is actually... Oh, that's a summoned sword, okay. I say this guy is really tanky. It's not actually a guy. You need to go to the left, but I'm gonna explore you first. It's a lot of Sporelings. Oh, they're immune to stun, okay. It's actually helpful in a certain sense, because you can just keep casting this on the same target. Guys actually hurt quite a bit. Oops. My phone just somehow turned on the volume or something. Right. Deflection. Will, okay. Kind of hard to hit the spectral sword here. There we go. Okay.
Keeping an eye out. It's finished.
Hello there, darling. How are you doing, man? Yeah, thanks, I'm fine too.
What is it? As you wish.
A new version of Street Fighter 5 arrived today and I haven't played it yet. I kind of want to play it, but at the same time I haven't played it in forever.
It's finished.
So I don't know. Probably gonna play it later. I just changed it to Quiz Glass because I wanted to use another helmet. I wanted to keep using this one because I think it's better than the Might helmet. So instead of having my previous armor with defense against stuck, paralyzed, hobbled, I changed to Fenwalkers because of the -3 second duration. And yeah, to this armor basically. And I put this looped rope on as well, which I found just before this area. I don't know how well the second chance will help me because often I get very low on HP and not on endurance, but we'll see.
Blade in the dark.
Okay. Guess we go back here. I guess drink this, so we don't need to rest as quickly. Isn't really necessary since the inn is close. I don't have salty mask bonuses. Okay. Oh, these are like barbarians. New enemy type. Oh shit, getting fragged. Let Consulate take care of the Luminary. Oh, come on. Shouldn't have put the Moonwell there, that was stupid. I guess I can run into it now. Brutes are on me again. Need to get rid of this guy. Deathboard Instinct? Nope. Okay, bye. Yeah, the Visrags are really hard because most of their stuff goes against will, and my will is just pretty pathetic compared to the other defenses. They have 120 accuracy too, so I would need 160 defense, which is just not gonna happen. Yo, Tsai! What's up, my man? Were you expecting Truck Simulator? I'm sorry that I didn't play that game. I'm just so lazy. Instead of going back to the end, I'm just gonna keep using these. So down here there's a couple of traps.
I see something. No prisoner.
Ow, okay, I think I just killed myself. I should have drank the potion first. Shit. Okay. There's so many luminaries here. Wow. And crystal eaters on top. They're a bit like chanters. Don't really care too much about the brutes. But those luminaries hurt. I wish I had that barbarian ability to leap over here. That's gonna be really cool in Deadfire. The monk or the barbarian ability. But yeah, I think I just need to rest at an inn. I'm wasting too many potions here. I mean, there's not that many more fights before the final fight. Okay. Maybe I should just eat some food.
Keeping an eye out.
Yeah, so this... Okay, back again. Three luminaries. This is so much like a mixture of Mind Flayer and Dark Layer. I mean Mind Flayer and Drow. These guys have a lot of HP. Broad Instinct is still up. Oh. Where did the other bow go? Okay. Okay, okay. Not so loud, my man.
Blade in the dark.
Kind of a waste of potion, but I'm so lazy.
Blade in the dark.
Also, I forgot to quick save. I quick saved not that long before that. Also, when I'm stunned, I have so much defense. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, that was just a faulty icon.
It's finished.
Okay, as far as I remember, this is moderately hard. You need to rush a Spore, I think. But I might need a couple of tries. I don't remember this fight at all. I think reflex is more important than fortitude. We'll see. Also, I think I've never done this fight with straight out charm immunity like I got from the Captain Sparrowhead. It's the first time doing it like that. I don't know if that was because I had high constitution, because all the menu or all the dialogue options said constitution. I always thought it had something to do with charm immunity, but I guess it's just high constitution. Might need more HP to rush the Spore. But I kind of need to rush it or I will just die. But I can't move right now, yeah. Oh yeah, these guys are immune to stun. Right. This is gonna be a problem. Defense. Has it not attacked me yet? The main one? Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, that goes against Fortitude. That's really good for me. I did not expect that. Yeah, if you don't rush the Spore, this is really hard even with a party, because you will just get destroyed by these throws. But I thought they would go against Reflex, but they actually go against Fortitude, so that's really, really good for me. I can just stand here and fight, I think. Which I usually can't do with party or with solo. I usually need to rush the Spore. But hey, that's the first time for everything. Need to keep watch over my HP though. I could rush it now, because these two guys are not gonna be able to hold me, but I'm just gonna kill them either way. But yeah, now we can just rush it. Probably want to use this instead. Oh, I crit it. That's nice. Boom. So these things, these tentacles, actually have 4,700 HP. I mean, it's super obvious that you don't want to attack the tendrils, but that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, I mean, most of the times having high fortitude is just GG. But there's some exceptions like Migrant's Faithful who don't attack your fortitude at all and are still so dangerous. Oh, I forgot this. Thank you. Oh, okay, that's all. Probably would have been faster to run back. Because loading screens. Yeah, it's always weird, you don't really get anything for killing it. I mean, you get the belt in the early mines dungeon, which is super OP. I feel like this fight is harder than the Kraken. Especially with a party. With a party you have a clear advantage against the Kraken, but not against the Spore. Oh wait, I need to talk to these guys. Think him. Oh, I see. I shouldn't have said that, I guess. I don't know if I would have gotten a better reward if I would have blamed him or partially blamed him. So now we have the Bleak Walk as side quest. And one or two more. And then it's main story time. Don't remember if I...
They're letting that animal go free.
It's all the new blood in town. They're soft.
Does this guy have
Better
anything?
not show his face around here. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I don't really remember this. I've done it, but I don't really remember what it was about. Yeah, I was looking for her. Yeah, I think when I did the Radiant Spore with my 6 Shantas, which usually had a very easy time with most fights, I actually had to reload against Radiant Spore because I thought I could stay at the entrance and fight off the Withbrax. And I didn't rush the Spore first try and died because of it.
Back to where
And of course, it's much harder to rush the Spore with 6 characters than with 1. Because there's no room. Yeah, I think what I used to do is talk to the Nesta before I did the quest in the mines. Oh, she's inside. White Forge. See, I totally forgot there was a quest at the White Forge too, so that's good. Can go there now. Is she directly at the forge or outside? I don't know. She specifically said White Forge. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stay here. And go to the East Tower. She might actually be outside if you go outside first, Dalen. But I think maybe if you go directly to the forge, then she's there. She's wherever you go first. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh wait, this is not where I wanted to go. Or is it? No. That didn't work. I guess we go to the Great Hall. Just go up the stairs. I think I also didn't grab the ingots in the Great Hall yet. Yeah, everything is black here.
I see something.
I don't think there's any more interesting stuff here except for the loot. Also, why is the card Noir music playing?
There's a pick, there's a way. I'll see it done. It's finished. There's a pick, finished.
There we go.
I'll see it done. It's finished.
Everything respawned here. I don't know. The mines probably respawn as well. There's a lot of loot in the mines. There's like 8 iron ingots there. If they respawn too, that would be pretty cool. Yes, this is where I want to go. You doubt that who responds? Oh, respawn. Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, everything in the Great Hall respawned, right? It would be a bit extreme if the 8 ingots actually respawned. I definitely wouldn't bet on it. So these guys go against reflex.
There's a pick, there's a way.
The flame blights are okay. These guys are kind of annoying. The Forge Guardians. Can't use Firebrand against them, but also my Bitter Cut doesn't really do that much. Yeah, I don't build any focus against these guys. Also, it hit pretty hard, man. That's crazy. Kill them all. That's what my guy always says. How you doing, Bammy? I'm your hero soloing the game. I mean, I'm not the only one doing that. Right now I'm getting fragged. I mean, they're almost dead, but let's see if I can. Okay, that should be GG. I feel like these guys hit pretty hard too. Yeah, they have 93 accuracy. That's crazy. I wasn't even paying attention to them. They are so crazy. Imagine this was high level scared. Yeah, I mean, back when Pillars came out in 2015, I started a party and I didn't play Path of the Damned because it sounded like it would be super difficult from the description in game. And I think I got till Durford, till you do like the quest in Durford with the girl who gets how you say in English? In English, I don't know the word right now. The young noble woman, and I just felt like I should at least change to POTD, if not solo. And ever since then I've soloed. I haven't even completed the game. Before my first solo, I didn't complete it with a party. But ever since then I've done some parties. Done the 6 Chanters not too long ago, which was super cheesy. And I've done some trio parties. I've done 2 full trio playthroughs, which were a lot of fun. The Cipher shines so much more in a party. You have stuff like Mind Web, which is just amazing. Also, you've got to remember that with a solo character early game, you're always forced to do stuff you wouldn't do with a party. You're gonna skip encounters, do them very late. You're stuck at Theos. Have you tried St. Edwin's Redeemer against the Giants? Because it's really, really good against them. If you have a high accuracy build, high crit build, you will kill them very quickly with it. It's probably the best weapon in the game for the last fight. Yo, Gnome Jodas. This character is level 16, so it's capped. Max level. There's another thing about soloing, you get max level a lot quicker than with a party. It's not the same as in Baldur's Gate where you get 6 times the XP. But it's still a lot quicker, you get like 3 times the XP I think. Yes, it is split if you have a party, but... Or if you don't have a party, but it's not, as I said, it's not like 1 to 6, it's a lower number. I mean, you just get more XP if you have a party. You get like 3 times more XP than you get when you play solo. The game just gives you more XP as reward for quests and stuff. Yes. Yeah, I said that the wrong way. All characters share the main character's level, but you just get straight up more XP for the quests. That's what the difference is, really. You definitely do level quicker solo, but yeah, it's not as crazy as it used to be in other games. You can see that very easily if you explore a new area. If you're solo, you get something like 10 XP, and if you have a full party, you get 40 or something. I don't know the exact numbers, but there's a formula for it too. Yes, you do as many side quests as possible, and also you look for easy quests. Some quests are just a lot harder than other quests. If you have a party, the ideal way to level up quickly are bounties, because bounties just give extreme XP. But yeah, if you're solo, you would look for something easier than bounties. Unless you know exactly that you don't have a problem with them. But there's some quests where you just do talking and that's it. And still get XP, so something like that would be ideal for solo. Also getting good items. Sometimes you just need to sneak to get an item, you don't need to fight. Or the same with Heritage Hill, you can just sneak through Heritage Hill to do the quest. Yeah, I mean the game has a lot of knowledge that you can learn. I don't know everything about every class. I do know most stuff about paladins, ciphers, chanters, couple more, barbarians, monks. But there's so many classes and so many skills in the game. I'm still learning as well.
Keeping an eye out.
Slow or fast weapons. I mean, most fast weapons are bad. But you shouldn't look at whether a weapon is slow or fast, but you should look at what the weapon does for your character. This is definitely the highest DPS weapon in the game. If you have Spirit of Decay talent, which I do have somewhere. Can't see it right now. Down there it is. Then this is definitely the best pure damage weapon. But there is a fast weapon which has some very interesting properties, this one. Because you have the damage over time, which is raw damage, so it goes through dragons' damage reduction. It ignores it basically. So you always should look at, have you got high accuracy? If you have high accuracy and high crit chance, you might want to use a weapon with stun chance. I don't know if I have one right now, but like a rogue, for example. A rogue will always try to have a weapon with stun chance on crit. That's the kind of stuff you gotta look for. But me, I'm a Cipher, I build focus of my damage, so I need a high damage weapon. I could also dual bitter cuts with a Hellwax mold, which I do have, but yeah, right now a shield is a lot of defense for me. And when I apply Time Parasite, I'm really, really fast, even with shield. As you can see, I don't have a recovery bar usually, but right now I'm slowed by these guys. Oh, by wrench shoulder actually. Yeah, I have minus 25 attack speed because of that. But usually I have no recovery bar when I have Time Parasite on. Yeah, for a fighter you definitely want to do something like bitter cut. Because the fighter doesn't really... I mean, you could do crit weapons as well, but you have high accuracy with a fighter, but you have full attacks, and you kind of want to use those. So you don't want to use a shield with a fighter. If you have a party. I mean, if you're solo, you maybe want to use a shield. But ideally you want to use dual weapons with a fighter, dual wielding. Stuff like knockdown is just really good with a fighter, so much damage if you have dual wield weapons. So I think sabers are definitely the best for fighters. I think I'm just gonna camp because that attack speed reduction is just way too much. Did go through here? Yes, I did. These guys are wilders, right? Yeah. Companions are pretty okay when you have a party, and otherwise you can't have them anyway. When I did my trio party, I wanted to go companions first because they are one level higher than when you hire an adventurer at the inn. But I ended up staying with Grieving Mother and Kana. My main character was a paladin. And it was really, really good. Their attributes are kind of stupid, that's true. But I never really felt any problems because of the attributes, because they were always one level higher. And even when they were the same, when I could have hired a max level companion or almost max level companion, still I kind of got attached to them and still used them, kept using them, and it worked very well. They're definitely not as good as if you min-max your own characters, that's for sure. They're definitely less good. But I wouldn't say they're not allowed for Pass of the Damned. Because anything that's not solo, you have a pretty big advantage. Because in this game you actually can have real good interactions between group members. It's not that you're just building damage. But you have different things that work well together, if you know what I mean. For example, my party... Yeah, I played Baldur's Gate quite a fair bit, and... In Baldur's Gate it's more like you want as much damage as possible if you have a party. I mean, yes, you can have a healer, and you can have a mage, and so on and so forth. But usually you just want a lot of damage. And that's very different in this game. Yeah, in my party I had a Cipher for defensive mind web, and I had a paladin with max defenses. So all my party had the defenses of the paladin basically. And that was pretty good. They were very creative with the abilities in this game. Is what I would say. There's a lot of support abilities. Like in Baldur's Gate, the support character was something like a bard, like a skald, for example. They weren't very creative with support abilities. I mean, they weren't creative at all because it was D&D. Pretty much copied. But yeah, I really, really like Baldur's Gate. Basically what led me to playing this game. Yeah, the defenses is very complicated because you basically have to remember... I mean, you can't really remember it. Sometimes you just have to YOLO it and look what goes. I mean, I couldn't tell you for every single monster which defense they attack, so I have to try to remember as many as possible, but sometimes I just have to look in the combat log. I don't think there's anybody, as Darlin said, I don't think there's anybody who knows all the defenses by heart. All the enemies, what defense they attack. It's just too much. have to try to remember as many as possible, and the ones you can't remember, well, you have to look up the combat log. Hope you don't die at that point, or you have to reload. There might be a couple of people who know them all by heart. I'm not one of them. The kind of stuff I know, very hard-hitting enemies like Wistrucks. I know there's a hard-hitting because they hit against will, and nobody has high will ever. Unless you specifically make a high will build. No, this isn't hardcore mode. This is just Pass of the Dumb regular. Nothing else. Because hardcore, I have to reload so often. Because I don't really remember stuff sometimes. I just YOLO go in and die. Yeah, 4 defense types are a bit much. I still like it. I mean, in Tyranny you also had... I think also actually had 4 defense types. Of course that came out after Pillars. Did Tyranny even have 5 defense types? That's crazy. I've seen a bit of Pillars 2 of Deadfire, and it kind of looks a lot like Tyranny at the moment in the beta. I don't have the beta myself. But it does quite a bit look like it. I don't have these all, I think. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I guess I do have it all. No. Okay, I don't have a Shane. Yeah, I mean, it looked like people who worked on PoE also worked on Tyranny, right? Because already Tyranny had some stuff that looked a bit like Pillars, but yeah, it improved, as you said. Okay, so this is like the binding rope, but it does second instead. That's actually not that bad. Do I pull the lever for the chain? I don't think so. No. So I've missed the chain somewhere. Not there, I think. Maybe in here. I haven't seen anything about the stronghold. Or do you mean right now in this? Yeah, I've recruited one companion because I already have the solo achievement and I wanted to get this cloak here mainly, and it is very OP. I mean, you can play without it, but yeah, once again, I already have the solo achievement a couple of times actually, so yeah. Oh, okay, I missed this area. Yeah, I like it too that they will have 5 companions instead. I always like smaller parties, like 3. Party of 3 is my ideal size. Foreign Tyranny was okay as well, I guess. I always solo Tyranny, so I don't really know. I've never had any intention or incentive or whatever you call it. I never felt the need to do a party in Tyranny because everybody was doing the same. There wasn't a big difference between the characters in Tyranny, in my opinion. Everybody could end up being exactly the same character. That's what I really like in PoE. I think it's the game with the biggest fun you can have out of building a party. Yeah, just my personal opinion, of course. And also I did start Tyranny with a party, but I only got to the first big fight, the end of chapter 1 fight. So I'm not saying this just because I never played one. I did try it and I just didn't like it. I really liked the game Tyranny a lot, but yeah, I didn't like the way parties worked. It was just autopilot most of the time. Put the AI on and let everybody slot their way. But yeah, right now Deadfire looks exactly the same because all the spells have been nerfed to the ground. But we all hope that they are gonna get fixed and they are gonna get stronger. Thanks for the follow, Gnome Jodas. I appreciate it. Yeah, Darlin, that's true. The heavy armor was really, really bad in Tyranny. Also, it wasn't really good in terms of balance. There wasn't really a reason to wear heavy armor over light armor because light armor was much better. So yeah, it was a couple of things they could have done better. Yeah, okay. Also, what I hope that other shields and small shields will be good in Deadfire. Because right now the small shields are so strong and there's no real reason wearing anything else. So that would be amazing. Oh yeah, that is a big shame. I really like playing Tyranny too. But I can totally see why it wasn't successful. They did something that was novelty-like, even though everybody wanted them to do it. And it failed. It wasn't because they did it wrong, but it was just that people who wanted those features didn't expect them to be the way they are, I guess. Yeah, with all the cooldowns for spells, stuff like that. It was quite a novelty. But it looks like it's gonna be very similar in Deadfire. I mean, not exactly the same, but it's not gonna be as rest dependent as it is now in PoE.
That was incredible. And now to see this is for you. Found it while headed up.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out. I think it is maybe not as expensive these days as it used to be. Because it is a great RPG game, definitely. I mean, yeah, it is. As we said, it wasn't successful. And the ending was too quick. And the critics were just... I really hate even looking at critics. The critics were so... Yeah, they just doomed the game, I think, by the way they criticized it. I've just gotten to the point whenever I hear the critics gave a game a bad rating, then I have a special extra look at that game just to see if it really is that bad. Because often it turns out it isn't. Was the same with Siege of Dragonspear. So many bad critics for that game. The last expansion was quite fun but very short. I haven't played the first expansion, but the one that got released pretty recently, I played it on stream even. And it was a lot of fun, but very, very short. Everything in Tyranny is short. That's the main problem, I guess. You're paying money for a product and you don't really get a lot of time out of it. Tax collector's mantle, huh? Oh! Okay. I wasn't even aware of this item. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's true. It could be summed up as short. I think that's the best description for that game. It's not bad, but yeah, short. I think I took 2 hours for the expansion. I mean, I had a high level character, but still. And yeah, with a party it would be even quicker, I guess. I think it's cool that we can see some shades of Tyranny in Deadfire. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, 2 hours is way too short. I think I paid over 20 or even 30 euros for it. I don't remember the exact price. But it wasn't a cheap expansion. It was pretty expensive for the 2 hours. And yeah, I didn't even buy the first expansion because at that time I didn't really play Tyranny anymore. Oops! Give me back. I'm just gonna keep the unique items, not because I'm gonna use them, but they look pretty cool as a collection. I've sold some of the very early ones when I still needed cash. Oh dear, okay. What is this though? Ice Strike, okay. Oh yeah, this was the armor I used to wear. Yeah, I really wish I could do more with my cash. But you can only just craft, there isn't really anything to buy in a late game. Oh, they're gonna use that in Deadfire too, links and dialogues? That's exactly the same as they did in Tyranny. Yeah, it's true, in PoE all characters were like walking encyclopedias. Yeah, it's a really, really nice... yeah, they basically copied that, I think. That's very helpful. Excuse me. Okay, I think I can do one more quest. We're just gonna go to... what's it called? Whitestone Hollow. So this only becomes available after the quest. I think you even have to go back to the village, talk to her for it. I hope I have cookies with me. You need cookies, right? It's so cliche. Let's double check. I have a single cookie. Okay, cool. Hello, Lukiva. Thanks for the kind words. That's very good. That you've been enjoying the videos. Oh yeah, that's very understandable. It's much more fun to play it yourself first. Sai wanted me to play some Truck Simulator today. Isn't that right, Sai? Yeah, you're not. Just kidding.
A blade in the dark.
I've been come to the point where I always try to use Time Parasite first before I use Borrowed Instinct. I think it's a very good decision. I wasn't really thinking about how it also steals attack speed from the enemies. So it also has a defensive property to it. Because I was always thinking I have to get my defenses up with Borrowed Instinct first. I really love how being a Cipher fits to being a Watcher. It's my favorite class anyway, but a little bit extra incentive to play Ciphers. I think I'm almost sure now I'm gonna be Monk and Cipher multi-class in Deadfire, because the Barbarian doesn't really seem to fit him a lot. Or I mean the Deadfire version of the Barbarian.
Keeping an eye out.
Is this a bounty already? Yeah, I think it is, right? Yeah, this is a bounty, Terror of Whitestone Hollow. Probably should have gone Prayer Against Fear. But hopefully it will be alright without it. Not terrified yet though. They have 79 accuracy. Yeah, they will hit at some point, but maybe not that often. Yeah, now I'm terrified. Probably should wait with casting until that wears off. If I can. If it doesn't get reapplied again and again. Yeah, I really should have used the scroll. Still got the time parasite off though. That's good. Yeah, my first character is definitely going to be a Cipher as well. Just not entirely decided on the multi-class yet, but... yeah, I think Monk and Barbarian are both the most obvious options for me. Maybe a Fighter, a Devoted. Okay, the Banshees are gone. And that was boss, kind of. I don't know if it's really much difference, except for maybe bloated stats compared to these other blights. Oh, Earth blights are immune to my damage, right. Oh yeah, Cipher Paladin, that could work very well too. That's right. Because the Cipher is already a very defensive class because of Borrowed Instinct. That could actually work quite well. Does this do damage? Pierce damage. Let's try this. Kind of annoying, I don't have Firebrand right now. Okay, these guys are gone. What is this? Damage by percentage of endurance lost. Okay, let's try it, I guess. Okay, that worked. Nice. Yeah, I mean, Paladin is actually an amazing idea. Because my first solo was also Paladin, and of course, they're just so good defensively, and if you combine that with Borrowed Instinct, that could be really amazing. Usually I always use these boots, but I think I'm not gonna use them on this character. Because my dex is already, the base dex is already very low. It's 5 or something, I think. 6. It's 6 base. I get +2 from my head, so yeah. And once again, Fenwalkers, the amazing thing about them that they also give you reduced duration. Oh, who are these guys? I guess they're apprentices of the...
Shut it about the blazing dog.
Ow, my ears. Of the Bleakwalker. Why was that so loud? Holy fuck. Okay, this guy's a barbarian, I think. So as always, I'd rather focus the barbarian than a monk. Monks are always annoying to attack. Yeah, he's a barbarian. Actually, I want to do this. Okay. Get rid of the priest, very nice. I mean, let's do this first. Okay. I think there's something hidden here. Not quite sure though. Might be somewhere else. Yeah, somewhere else. Actually, I know where it is. Some bears guarding it over here. Or something like that, some animals.
A blade in the dark.
Oh, one of these guys over here. Two of them. I guess usually you would come from this direction. There's lots of traps here. I love how you can disarm traps in combat. So funny. Okay, that guy got charmed because of my helmet. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I can't wear it sadly as a Cipher. This is the best breastplate in the game, by far. But yeah, only for Monk Paladin Enchanter. Oh yeah, totally agree. So much crap to sell again and again and again. I sometimes don't do it for days because I don't want to anymore. Yeah, I really hope it will be more balanced. It was pretty good in Tyranny, I gotta say. Not perfect, but pretty good. Yeah, I really wish I could wear this armor as a Cipher, but I think it would be a bit too OP. But then again, a monk can wear it too, and a Enchanter can wear it. So yeah, meh. I mean, it has one big downside that you can't Dragon enchant it because it's soulbound. Yeah, so I have to go back for that. That's why I didn't clear the Brood Mothers in the middle of the map. I might actually not want to clear them at all because there's gonna be a bounty there later with Brood Mothers too. And bounties usually replace the monsters that are currently on a spot. Yeah, definitely cool that there's class restricted stuff. And it wasn't really before soulbound items. I mean, there was a couple of items that were, but not a lot. It's definitely good. You had that on Baldur's Gate all the time. It's actually not enough in this game. So I don't want to complain too much about it. This item is pretty OP against Theos, by the way, the final fight. Because he has a buff on himself that gives him insane defenses. And usually you need a caster who has a spell like this. Oh, there's one ring who also has it. But yeah, with this item you have 5 users, which you don't really have with anybody else. Yeah, so I'm pretty much almost done with the side quests. The main quest is gonna be hard. Once again, I didn't high level scale, so it's gonna be doable, but I really hate that place with the monks. I hate monks as enemies in this game in general. If you have a monk with rooting pain and you use the antipathetic field, the beam spell on them, you have to watch your own HP so hard or you get killed by the rooting pain. I don't remember how Theos used to be, but that is one thing I'm actually definitely gonna go with high level, because they changed that fight a lot. Sun and Shadow high level. And he is really, really strong if you have at high level, because I think he goes up to 180-ish defenses. So you either have to wait it out, or you just have to hit him through it, I guess. But yeah, they made him much stronger in the high level version. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream now. And next up will be the main quest. There isn't really much else. I mean, I guess there's Maegren's Faithful, but I'm gonna leave that for later. Oh, and this. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. And see you tomorrow. Bye.